Hey guys, it's been a while since I called one of these sports meetings, but I think you're going to like this one. You know that HBO 24/7 series?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that?
Yeah, it's
you know
great.
Super Humongous Big,
Yeah.
whatever? They're doing one for a sports internet show.
That's perfect for us.
That's perfect for us. Guess what? 3 months ago, I sent our stuff in. We are a finalist.
Nice.
Wow. What's the next step?
We got to send our 3 best clips, the 3 best clips that represent the show, send them to HBO. If they like them, we're going to be on the show.
We got this.
When I was a young man in Canada, all we used to do was look at the ice formations and see what they had to say about how our athletic teams did. And now with Sports Page Online, I don't have to worry about that anymore. They give us all the news we need to know, including hockey, eh?
But there's only one team that grabbed my heart, and that is the New Britain Deadlines. Thank you.
Brad!
Someone had told me 16 sodas was a bad idea.
Maddie, do you have a tummy ache? Do you know that 16 sodas is just way too many? Now you do, son. Now you do.
You know, HBO, the big universe of all the various shows on the websites and the things, but our show, humongous big laugh, humongous big entertainment, humongous information. Great to have SPO. We started the weekend with 2 local NFL teams alive in the playoffs, and we finished the weekend with those 2 teams still alive. Brad, we'll start with the Giants, who picked up a huge win in Green Bay.
Green Bay Packers might be the worst 15-1 team that I've ever seen play. The Giants sure made them look that way. The Giants rolled to this victory. You wouldn't believe it. 37-20. They made the Packers offense look ordinary, and we all know that they've had a great regular season. But when it gets to the playoffs, when you have a bad defense, that quickly gets exposed. The Giants exposed them, took advantage of several turnovers, and the Giants are going to the NFC Championship.
They are, and their offense looks, I think, a lot better than it did early in the season. Eli Manning is really evolving into a at least upper echelon quarterback.
Yeah, you know what? You have to agree with it now. Everybody talked about, is he elite? Is he not elite? Big firestorm in the beginning of the season. You know what? After this year, after this playoff game, you got to hand it to him. Eli is in the upper echelon of quarterbacks. He's not at the top, maybe not in the top 3, but very good quarterback, and he can lead this team to the Super Bowl, and he can win it.
And to get there, they have to go through a quarterback that nobody thought was elite until about a week ago. Here comes Alex Smith and the 49ers.
Yeah, Alex Smith had a great game against the New Orleans Saints. Brought that team from behind twice in the final 2 minutes and 11 seconds. One on a 28-yard touchdown run around the left side. This ain't Cam Newton. This is Alex Smith, but he got the job done there. Then drives the team downfield after Drew Brees retakes the lead. Get a touchdown to Vernon Davis, very similar to the one to Terrell Owens several years ago. Alex Smith playing like a great quarterback right now.
There's something about 49ers catching late touchdowns and crying on the sideline in big playoff games. But a group of people that would be crying are Tim Tebow fans. We talked last week about Tebow 316. It means you got rocked by the Patriots this week.
You know, the Patriots were the happiest team in the world when the Broncos beat the Steelers 2 weeks ago, because we all knew the Patriots were going to steamroll the Broncos. They did. It wasn't even a shot for the Broncos. Tim Tebow didn't have a chance to play in this game. The thing about it, in the second half, the Broncos are down by 28 points. John Fox keeps on calling running plays. What's the point of having an offense? Why not just take a knee and go home and leave the game for that? Why not throw the ball? You're down 28. You're going to give up right there? Throw the ball. And if you don't trust Tim Tebow to throw the ball, he's not your quarterback.
Exactly.
Tim Tebow proved a lot of fans and everyone in the media wrong this year. He played very well. If given the chance to throw the ball, maybe he could do some things, but he has to be given that chance.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that's the thing. You have to find out if he can play at that level, and to do that, you have to let him try to be a more pro-style quarterback.
Absolutely. Let him throw the ball. That's the bottom line. He did it in overtime against the Steelers. Look what happened. Just give him a shot.
The Patriots obviously can throw the ball. Tom Brady, another handful of touchdowns, but now he goes up against one of the better defenses in the league. How do you see that matchup?
It's going to be very interesting. Tom Brady threw 6 touchdown passes against the Broncos. Maybe he wanted to make a point in that game, put all the Tim Tebow stuff to rest,
Exactly.
and also send a shout out to the rest of the league. You know, the Patriots haven't won a playoff game in a long time. He wanted to prove a point here. He does say the Ravens are going to be the best team that they've played all year. It's going to be a very interesting game. It's going to be a great offense versus a great defense. Again, what wins out? So far, the great defense has been winning. So we'll see if Tom Brady can overcome that. If there was a quarterback who could overcome it, it's Tom Brady.
And it's interesting, I think for one of the few times he's actually trash talking, he said something yesterday about the Ravens talk a lot for a team that's beat us once in the last 9 years.
Yeah, you know, it's weird. I don't expect the Patriots to talk that much.
Right.
But if you want to get your digs in, get your digs in. The Ravens, we all know they're going to do their talking on the field. That defense, you can trust that defense. Can the offense beat up a secondary on the Patriots that is a little suspect? That's going to be the key. Joe Flacco always says he wants credit. Well, here you go, Joe Flacco. This is your time. Make a statement, beat the Patriots, and then everybody can talk about you.
All right, the big question, who's playing in the Super Bowl 2 weeks from now?
It's really tough. These four teams, I don't think they're very likable outside of their own cities. The Giants, I think they're going to beat the San Francisco 49ers. It's a tough call. The 49ers, they have a pretty good offense, as you could see from last week. The defense is very solid, but I think the Giants just on too much of a roll right now. I think they go. Over in the AFC, going to go with the Baltimore Ravens. I think they're going to beat the Patriots. Like we said, good defense beats good offense, so I'm going with the Ravens. Super Bowl, Baltimore Ravens beat the Giants.
Styles make fights. We could have a couple of good fights this weekend. Something that's always good is Brad Carroll's rant.
I've talked a lot about Major League Baseball having the worst free agent signing period among all the sports. This year has been no different. But then comes Friday night when the Yankees make two blockbuster deals. First trading for Michael Pineda and then signing Hiroki Kuroda to a one-year deal. It was great for baseball. It was great for the Yankees. But my question is, as good as that Friday night was, why can't we have 1 week where Major League Baseball is the talk of the town every single night? Free agent signings, trades, make this a happening Major League Baseball. You're missing the beat right now. It's boring. Prince Fielder is still a free agent. How can that be? Get it right, Major League Baseball. That's the final rant. That's the final take here on Sports Page Online.